guys, Radical Reggie here, and this video is going to be a little bit about talking about resellers and the difference between resellers and scalpers. Recently I did a video with Jason about PS2 hidden gems, and a lot of people like to point the finger at us saying, hey, we're raising prices of games, but what you really need to look at is that a lot of these games aren't being sold in regular retail stores anymore, so they're kind of our hobby, video game hobby, or retro game playing and collecting is more of a niche, I would say. So a lot of people watch those videos and they go and buy copies for themselves right away, and then when there's only like one more copy left online, the seller or the bids might go up higher for it. So it's not ever our intent to raise the prices of games. I mean, that would work against all of us. I personally, I wait for games I try to purchase games that are extremely cheap or whatever, or try to get them for great deals. I don't try to pay top dollar for video games. I mean, the most I like to pay for games is the price they originally were when they came out. Anything higher than that, it really depends. But if you're paying over $100 for a game, it's insane. Like I talked about Samurai Western, which is a game nobody ever talked about, and as soon as I talked about it, they were bought up, and the last remaining copy online, at least in America, is the bids are at like $135, which is insane with like 5 days left. I'm like, whoa, are you kidding me? So I mean, I just want to let everybody know there are ways to play these games without having to like make these big dollar purchases for them. When me and Jason do Hidden Gems videos, we're here to bring these games that you guys might not know about so you guys can play them. We love hearing you guys' experience about these games. We don't want to like raise prices and try to ruin it for everybody, And a lot of the guys that say we're ruining prices, man, those guys wouldn't even pay $1 for a game. So here's those guys too. But basically this is going to be a throwback video. So almost around a year ago, John Hancock and my buddy Josh Hamlin, they made a trip to Canada, and on their way back they stopped by my place and we did a video together. This video is pretty much talking about the differences between scalpers and resellers. Josh had an experience with something that happened in Canada. I don't remember if he talked about it in this video, but Josh is a good friend of mine, and plus he's a reseller, and he's going to pretty much tell you guys the differences between the two. A lot of people still to this day don't know the difference between the scalper and reseller. An example of a reseller is just someone who just has a product, they're reselling it for a little bit more profit, which is fine. I get that. A scalper is somebody who here's an example. You buy the NES Classic when it came out. Everybody was looking for one. You buy a bunch of those, and then you try to charge like you own 6 of them, and you got them for the regular price. You try to sell them for like triple times what it's worth. That's a scalper. Someone who buys it up and tries to sell it for higher. Those are the type of people you guys have to be smart about. You see somebody doing that, don't buy from them. Let them hold on to it. I mean, because in the long run, it's going to be junk to them because they couldn't get what they wanted for it. They could sit on it for as long as they want, but a lot of people get desperate for stuff, especially around the holidays. Honestly, guys, you just got to be patient. You got to talk to the right people if you miss out on something, because a lot of people, I don't think there's a lot of scalpers out there, but you have to remember, you guys are the ones that give powers to the scalpers. If you don't buy what the scalpers are putting out there, you guys will be fine. If you buy what the scalpers, if you like submit to them, they're going to keep doing this. So anyways, we're going to get into this video. I didn't want to talk too long about this. I wanted to kind of show you this throwback video. Anyways, we will continue, Jason and I and myself, all of us on the Metal Jesus channel, we will continue to talk about games with you guys. Like I said, when you watch those videos and you want some of those games, just try to hop on it if you see a game you want. Try to buy it as quick as possible, because like millions of people are watching these videos. So it's like everybody might want it. If like 10 people want it, then it could sell out. But anyway, just enough yammering on about that. Let's get right into this video, and I will see you guys later.
What's up, everyone? It's Josh Hamlin from The Place for Gamers, theplaceforgamers.com. Some people call me the Game Father. This is my buddy Reggie, Radical Reggie, and of course the immortal John Hancock.
Hello.
Just getting back from an event up in Vancouver.
Retro Gaming Expo.
Retro Gaming Expo. John was a panelist up there, and I had the pleasure of driving up there and hunting around. And of course, we had to stop and see Reggie.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to do a quick video about resellers and the controversy between resellers and collectors.
Yes. And also, I would say resellers and
Versus scalpers.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So here's my perspective on it, and then I'll let these two gentlemen weigh in. Is as a reseller, I want collectors, of course, to get the product they want at a reasonable price in the condition they want. I also want to be treated with respect, just like I treat them. And if that happens, we're happy. And if the collectors come to me and we're friends, they treat me well, they're nice. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give them good deals. I'm gonna set product aside for them, and I'm gonna hunt for them when they can't do it.
Yes.
So that's what I like. That's what gives me enjoyment from my job, and they're happy. They come back. What do you guys think?
I feel the same way, man. I mean, you give them respect and everything. You treat them right, they'll do the same for you. You know, a lot of people get it twisted when they kind of sometimes they confuse a reseller with a scalper and stuff like that. You know, we'll go over that in a little bit, but yeah, you know, like I said, you know, you kind of get that mutual respect between each other, and you gain trust, and you know, it's just really cool. So,
you know, I do a lot of business with a lot of different vendors, and I absolutely have usually a great rapport with resellers. Resellers are important. I'm a busy man. I can't hunt on my own. I've done several trades and sales with many different vendors in the Northwest. You know, I've done some with Josh here. I've also worked with Corey. And then what it comes down to is relationship. You know, we respect each other. That seller and buyer. I'm not going to be a jerk and offer for like a 20% price of a reasonable price.
Yeah.
You know, and it's important to do that.
Yeah, you got to be careful. They're trying to make a living too, man. Don't rip them off because it's just disrespectful and it's distasteful, man. I can't. I used to be a reseller, and I was on that end of the stick, man. It's just like, dude, like it makes you not want to.
Let's face it. Collectors in general are difficult, and the more difficult you are, the more difficult you are. Guess what? Resellers aren't going to give you a deal or want to work with you, and if you want to be a jerk, you're not going to get repeated business.
Yeah, and then you'll gain a reputation.
Yes.
Too.
Oh, that guy's a jerk.
Guaranteed. And there's people in the local area that kind of have a reputation for that, and the resellers talk amongst each other. The store owners talk amongst each other and say, "Gosh, that customer is a pain in the butt. I don't like it when he comes in here. Yeah. He lowballs me. He nitpicks condition." And overall, it's just not a great transaction. But the guys that come in, they're happy. You know, they're grateful for the product. Guess what? I'm taking care of them. Rolling out the red carpet for them.
There you go.
Now, what about scalpers?
People need. Oh gosh, that's a tough one.
There's a big difference.
There is a very big difference. A scalper is somebody who will buy an item. Let's take an item like the Nintendo Classic,
or all the items.
All the items.
Well, they're trying to control the market. That's what really comes down.
It comes down to that, and they'll be selling it. They'll like have a whole bunch listed in a picture, and they'll be selling them for like triple or sometimes 4 times the price. And that is a scalper. Reseller won't do that. A reseller is just trying to make a decent profit on the product they have. You know,
on usually an item that is no longer available.
Correct.
True.
Not currently being sold at a store retail.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Perfect sense.
And I've as a reseller, I do this professionally, obviously. I've tried to avoid the whole stigma of being a scalper. I did not go out and buy any new Nintendo Classics. I did get some as a gift or for a compensation for helping someone out with the transaction. I ended up giving them away because I didn't want to really be involved with the whole stigma behind it. But you know, I think that guys that go out there, they want to stand in line for hours or whatever and make a moderate profit for their time and effort. Not going to bug me so much. But the guys that want to post a Nintendo Classic for $300 to $500 in a Facebook forum of collectors, it's not good.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, it's
seriously.
Yeah, it's just not good. And we've seen it. They get you know, bombarded with hate, basically.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on it. Yeah.
Yeah, very much. So
That's pretty much the end of our conversation.
hopefully you guys got something out of
Yeah.
this. You know what I mean? Like we just want to bring you the real, man, because a lot of people won't tell you this stuff, man. They're out there keeping secrets. So
just know that there are big collectors, and I have a couple of them right here that get along with resellers.
yes,
I have no problem with these guys. We've never had any issues.
Nope.
And there's a way to do things right. And
if there's an issue, have a conversation about
Right.
it.
Talk.
Don't be a jerk. Don't talk behind someone's back. Come to the reseller and say, look, I have a problem with this, and vice versa. You know, if you're a reseller and have a problem with a collector over and over again, pull them aside appropriately and work on that communication and just say, look, you know, don't be a jerk.
it goes a long way, because talking behind somebody's back,
Oh.
start rumors and all kinds of weird hate, and it just makes things awkward.
Yeah,
So.
it's bad.
You
yeah,
don't wanna
I
go
mean, any reseller that's not going to stand behind their product, you know, you shouldn't be doing business with. You know, they got to stand behind their product, and if you have an issue, just go talk to them. And most of them are very reasonable. So yeah, go check out Reggie, Radical Reggie. Go check out the Immortal John Hancock. Check out my group on Facebook, The Place for Gamers, or you can check out theplaceforgamers.com.